Hey, what's up, champions? Gediminas here. Welcome to Financial Freedom TV. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Happy New Year. We're finally in 2020, the new year and the new decade. So first of all, my best wishes for you. I wish for you so that this year would be the best year ever, that your life would completely change, that you achieve your dreams and ambitions and your goals, and would just really, release your potential this year. That's my wish for you guys. Now, today I wanted to talk about a really powerful way to change your mindset that would help you towards your way into success. Okay, so if you're watching a replay of this, please do me a massive favor and stick hashtag replay into the comments. Also, if you're brand new, if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, then please do say new in the comments, because I'd love to welcome you to the tribe and say hello. And of course, if you get value from this video or you learn something, feel free to share it. Maybe somebody else will get some value too. Okay, let me just say hi to a few people. Hey Debbie, hey Rasa, hey Violetta, hey Urata, hey Tatiana, hey Sarah. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I appreciate you. So, one of the most powerful ways to reach your goals is visualization. So, just briefly, why it's so powerful. Well, and what it is. So visualization is basically imagining things that you want to happen in your life, right? So let's say you have a goal of reaching a certain position in your company, or making a certain amount of money, or buying a certain car, or living in a certain house. In order for you to speed up your progress towards that, one of the very powerful strategies is to visualize it. So basically, first of all, you write out your goal, and then you read your goal on a daily basis, and you imagine vividly how that would feel. So you imagine yourself in that situation when you're driving that car, or when you're living in that house, or when you're going on a stage and picking up that diploma, or that statuette, or that check, for that position, etc. And the mistake that many people do, they write the goal and they leave it, and they wonder why their life hasn't changed. But writing a goal is just a part of it. You have to be reading that goal on a daily basis. My advice, read it first thing in the morning when you wake up, and first thing before you go to bed, right? And this way you will remind yourself of what you want to achieve, and this way it will be fresh in your mind, so your mind will constantly be looking for opportunities and people and conditions that would help you to get closer to that goal. But that's just part of it. I'm sure most of you have heard of visualization. But also, the fact is that you will have some challenges. It's not just going to be a walk in a park. It's not just going to happen like that. Chances are you're going to hit into some roadblocks. You're going to have some challenges. You're going to have some down days, etc. And a very powerful story is of a guy called Viktor Frankl. Now, I don't know if you guys read Viktor Frankl's book called Man's Search for Meaning. So Viktor Frankl was a Jewish person who was taken into the concentration camps, and luckily he has survived the concentration camps. However, thousands and thousands of people that were with him in the concentration camps actually died, were murdered by the regime. And when Viktor Frankl actually got out of the concentration camps, when the war has finished, he wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. And he wrote about the reasons why some people survived the camps and some people died. And unlike you may think, because you may think, well, who would survive the concentration camp? Well, the strongest, the biggest guys with the biggest muscles, right? That could really work hard and keep going, right? That wasn't the case. Very often, the people who survived were people who had more things to think about. So they were not the strongest physically, but mentally, they had the most to hang on to. They had the biggest things the reasons to survive, whether they were their families or their children, or just a place to go in their head to think about when the horrible things were happening to them, right? So what Viktor Frankl talks about is the search for meaning. You see, one of the worst things that can happen to somebody is when they're suffering, but there is no meaning to that suffering. That's when people perish, and that's when people die, because their brain cannot cope with the stress of somebody suffering without any meaning attached to it. But if you find a way to attach a meaning to that suffering, to do it for the sake of something, for some sort of a cause, that it makes the person pull through the suffering. It makes the person to withstand the suffering. Now, I know it's obscene to compare concentration camps with you building your business, but I'm just trying to make a point here. So exactly the same way in your business, when you're going to have bad days, let's say it's suffering. Of course, it's not it's like a million miles away from the suffering that people endured in concentration camps. And I'm not even trying to compare that to that. But in your business, you'll suffer a little bit as well, right? Like when people say no to you, maybe somebody laughs at you, maybe a hater calls you a muppet on Facebook or whatever, right? There's going to be negative things that will be happening in your business, right? There will be negative experiences that you will experience as part of your business. And if there's no meaning to that, then you're going to quit your business. Then you're going to quit chasing your dreams, because you're going to go, well, why the hell am I putting myself through this crap? Why the hell am I getting this rejection? Why the hell am I getting ridiculed by my friends and family? Why the hell am I doing this thing that doesn't even pay me that much when I could be working in a job, getting paid my 10, 15 pounds an hour, don't get any rejection, get up, go to work, do the job, get home, that's it, right? Why the hell am I going through this entrepreneur route, which is like, it's pain. Like most of the time it's pain, right? I don't want to do this. Why? Because there's no meaning attached to that. Because you haven't got your why. Because you haven't got your goals. But if every morning you wake up and you read your goals, you remind yourself, why am I going out there to do this thing? And in the evening, before you go to bed, if you read your goals again, that adds the meaning to the crap you've endured the whole day. So if it wasn't a great day, you read your goals about all the things you want to achieve, but about all the lives you want to change, about all the impact you want to do, about the example you want to set to your children, about the life you want to provide to your spouse, or whatever it is. Maybe you want to buy your parents a home. Maybe you want to retire your husband. Maybe you want to take your kids to Disneyland. I don't know, maybe you want to build churches, maybe you want to build orphanages, maybe you want to get children off the street from being abused, or whatever it is. I don't know what's your major purpose in life. I don't know what's your mission and what's your vision. But if you read that every night, that's going to empower you. That's going to make you stronger, and that's going to add meaning to the hardships you go through. It's going to add meaning to the tough moments that you have in your career. And you'll know why you're doing that. Does that make sense, guys? And that's the visualization. So it's not just the motivational rah-rah. It's not just the, stupid things that you do, but it's actually very systematic, and it's very purposeful in order to help you to get to that end goal, in order to help you to get to that end result. Okay? So that's my tip for today, guys. I hope you got value from this. If you did, feel free to share this video. Maybe somebody else needs to hear this message too. You guys have yourself a great, fantastic 2020. I truly wish for this year to be your best year ever. I wish for you 5 years from now, 10 years from now, say, oh my gosh, 2020 was the year that everything changed for me, and I smashed it. Okay? You guys have a great evening. See you at the top. Bye for now.